Emmerdale viewers are set to see even more drama for Jacob Sugden tonight. As it's revealed, he was the unknown person responsible for knocking Cain Dingle down on the road. Jacob, Kerry Wyatt and Graham Foster were previously identified as the key suspects in the storyline, but the mystery is quickly solved as it becomes clear that Jacob's troubles at work have led to serious consequences. As a trainee doctor, Jacob has been facing intimidation at the hospital while working under the supervision of the sinister Dr. Todd. Recently, he was left devastated when Dr. Todd sent him home after another major error, bluntly telling him he would never succeed in the medical profession. In this evening's episode, it is confirmed that Jacob accidentally hit Cain while driving back to the village in a highly stressed, exhausted and emotional condition. He quickly confesses that he was behind the wheel instead of hiding what happened, but the shocking incident creates fresh conflict between him and his wife Sarah. When Cain's prostate surgery is delayed until he recovers from his injuries, his family begin to worry that this setback could allow his cancer to worsen. As Sarah becomes increasingly anxious about her grandfather's health, she struggles with whether she can forgive Jacob for making the situation worse. Meanwhile, Jacob continues to endure his difficulties quietly while dealing with Todd's manipulative behavior. Speaking about the storyline, a show representative explained that it would explore Jacob's efforts to cope with the intense pressure of balancing his job and personal life under a demanding boss. They added that the situation becomes even more complicated when Dr. Todd moves into the village, making it harder for Jacob to separate his work from his home life. Producer Laura Shaw also shared that the team is excited to showcase the schemes of a character like Caitlin Todd, not only within the hospital, but across the wider village. She further praised the actor for the role, saying she brings strong experience and talent, and teased that viewers will soon see the full extent of what has been planned for the character. Emmerdale star Michelle Hardwick revealed a painful injury after making a sudden trip to hospital. The Easter weekend proved difficult for several soap stars, as Michelle Hardwick joined Michelle Collins and Isabel Hodgins in needing medical attention. Fans became concerned when the actress, known for playing Vanessa Woodfield, posted a photo on her Instagram story showing a very sore eye. It was later confirmed that she had suffered a scratched cornea. The injury sounded extremely uncomfortable. She asked her followers if anyone else had experienced the same condition, explaining that it happened on Saturday night and led to a visit to A&E the following morning for checks. She also shared that she had been prescribed antibiotic cream for 5 days and mentioned that it was fortunate she wasn't due back at work until Friday, while also expressing gratitude to the NHS staff who treated her. As noted, she wasn't the only soap actor dealing with health issues over the weekend. Michelle Collins, best known for playing Cindy Beale in EastEnders, had a bad fall that left her with a painful knee injury, requiring her to use crutches. She explained that the accident happened while trying to stop a dog from running out of the door during a stay with friends in Norfolk, leaving her with bruises, cuts, and a badly hurt knee. She praised the hospital staff for their kindness and efficiency, despite claims about the facility's low ranking, saying her own experience had been very positive. She also mentioned receiving treatment at her local hospital and expressed how fortunate she felt to have access to such care nearby, while wishing fans a happy Easter and noting she would be filming sitting scenes that week. Meanwhile, Isabel Hodgins, who plays Victoria Sugden in Emmerdale, also required urgent care over the weekend. She attended the facility with her partner Adam Whitehead shortly after welcoming their baby daughter, Georgie Grace. Isabel shared a heartfelt post on social media, admitting the day had not gone as expected and involved tears, as well as several hours spent receiving medical attention, while praising the staff for their compassion. She also reflected on the challenges of postpartum recovery, noting that some aspects are not widely discussed. Later, she updated followers with a photo holding a prescription bag, saying the medication was beginning to help and that she was already feeling better. A few hours afterward, she posted another update alongside a picture of her cuddling her baby, thanking fans for their supportive messages and explaining that although her recovery had been going smoothly, she was now taking things one step at a time as her condition improved. Emmerdale has revealed the identity of the person responsible for nearly killing Cain in an early ITVX release, followed by a dramatic twist. This episode, which is dated April 8th, is already available to stream but has not yet been broadcast on ITV1. Jacob Gallagher has made his situation at Houghton General Hospital even worse after knocking Cain Dingle down with his car and later treating him as a patient. The previous day, Jacob carried out CPR on Dr Todd's father, despite knowing there was a do not resuscitate order in place. Although a colleague recognized the error, Jacob believed his mentor would have wanted a final goodbye. Considering Dr Todd's ongoing hostility towards him, it seems likely she would have criticized him regardless of whether he followed the DNR instructions. When she learned about his actions, Todd took the opportunity to highlight that Jacob had once again ignored hospital rules. Her frustration and anger escalated, leading her to cruelly tell Jacob that he would never succeed as a qualified doctor. Deeply upset, Jacob walked away and got into his car. While distracted, he accidentally ran into Cain. In today's episode, he was forced to set aside his feelings as Kerry Wyatt and Kyle Winchester desperately asked for his assistance. Cain was taken to hospital, and although he suffered several injuries, his biggest concern was something else entirely. Doctors informed him that his prostate cancer operation would need to be delayed while he recovered, raising fears that the illness could worsen. Once Cain realized that Jacob was responsible for the accident, he immediately decided how to handle the situation. He told the anxious junior doctor that he would make sure there were no serious legal consequences if Jacob managed to bring his surgery forward. Jacob explained that arranging this was not within his control, but later admitted to Kerry that if Cain's cancer progressed, he would feel responsible. This leaves Jacob facing an impossible dilemma. Dr. Todd's relentless pressure has already left him emotionally vulnerable, making the situation even more intense. If he takes a risk and interferes to help Cain, he could lose his job if his actions are discovered. On the other hand, refusing to act could result in Cain carrying out his threat and reporting him to the police. Jacob now stands at a crossroads, with a life-changing decision ahead of him. Cain Dingle faces a life-threatening ordeal in Emmerdale this week after being struck by a car, with spoilers revealing what happens next. His streak of bad luck takes another turn as he is left seriously injured, and with multiple possible drivers involved, the mystery isn't just about who is responsible, but also whether help will arrive in time. It marks another intense chapter for Cain, and for a while his chances of survival appear uncertain. In the episode airing on Tuesday, April 7th, Cain was getting ready for his upcoming operation, with his family fussing around him while he tried to stay positive. He focused on lifting Kyle's mood, even joking that going without food was the hardest part. Emmerdale airs on weekday evenings at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available for streaming on ITVX.